Hey, parents, Steve Young here, your baseball mentor with Athletes Approach. Hey, I want to address this topic, this idea of what do you do, how do you dress when your son tells you that he doesn't want to play baseball or he just wants to play some other sports, right? Just from personal experience, I grew up playing multiple sports, and what I discovered in doing that was every time baseball season came, I was excited. And I think that that's one of the cool opportunities that you have as a parent, is that you can actually use multiple sports to help cultivate and keep that love for baseball kindled, right? If he's playing baseball all the time, unless he's begging for you to, like, hey, mom, dad, sign me up for fall ball, sign me up for winter ball, sign me up for, allowing him to play some other sports can very well help him to cultivate his love for the game. The other thing is, playing other sports, it's just going to develop his athleticism in general, right? He's playing football, basketball, soccer, all these other sports. It's making him a more well-rounded athlete. He's going to be able to transfer certain concepts from other sports into baseball. A third idea here is the fact that, your son wants to know that you are supporting him. Ideally, you want your son to pull you into his journey and into his vision of what he wants to accomplish in the game. And if part of that is that parts of the year he needs a break, then so be it, right? And I think that one of the most powerful things that I discovered as well is that when I got a vision about what I wanted to do in this game, and I shared that with my parents, I was 12 years old when I saw very clearly what I wanted to do, and that was I wanted to play baseball at Stanford University. And if and when your son comes to this place of deciding that baseball is what he wants to do, or it could be any other sport, he is going to be the one that's going to create self-imposed standards upon himself. When I was in 7th grade and I knew that I wanted to play baseball at Stanford University, I put myself in math lab for 2 years straight in 7th and 8th grade. That meant that while my friends were playing basketball during lunch, every lunch for 2 years, I was in math lab. And it was because I understood that in order for me to accomplish that goal, even at 12, 13 years old, I knew that there were certain things that I had to do. My parents didn't have to tell me to go to math lab. Teachers didn't have to tell me to go to math lab. I got myself there. And I feel like when you allow your son to play multiple sports, you're putting him in a position to discover what he's passionate about, what he loves, and then the fruit of him putting self-imposed standards on himself, man, the discipline that he's going to create and those disciplines that are going to prove to be fruitful in his life, exponentially more important than him playing baseball all year or even for the next 2 years if that's not really what he wants to do. So hopefully that perspective helps. And again, Steve Young, your baseball mentor with Athletes Approach.